You better watch out, cause we're not holding back. Don't look now, or you'll be falling down to go. While we're rising up to diamond. Oh, here comes wing attack, here comes wing attack. We're not holding back, we're not holding back. Here comes wing attack, here comes wing attack.
Hey everyone, welcome to Bout 6 of Cycle 2. We were facing Icy Wind. There were some really good battles here. Let's get into it. In Master League, chellmic against KevinSaludares. Mewtwo into Metagross is going to go ahead and stay in here. Go straight Shadow Ball. They go ahead and no shield and going to go ahead and let the Meteor Mash through. Out comes the Gira and it is able to snipe down the Mewtwo. Gonna go ahead and bring in the Mamoswine here. I'm gonna go ahead and commit shields. Gets to an Avalanche. And once again, gonna go ahead and commit a shield. It is another Shadow Ball. And it goes through. Waterfall Gyarados, gonna go ahead and bring in his own, but it has Dragon Breath here to help with the mirror. Crunch goes through. Trying really hard to make sure that he doesn't catch on the Metagross, and there is that potential catch. CMPs with the Gary. But it's just an Aqua Tail, barely hangs on, just enough to get to the crunch. And that is GG's. And chellmic got us 2 points, making it 2-1. Going into Ultra League, here I was playing Deoxys into MrKnollitall. They safe swap Blastoise. I respond with Abomasnow. Gonna go ahead and go straight Energy Ball here. And I'm going to decide to let this go. Completely forget that Skull Bash is in the move pool there for Blastoise and does quite a bit of damage. Going to go ahead and throw the Energy Ball there. And I'm going to go ahead and commit to a shield here because I am weak to the Machamp in the back and I do want to maintain Switch. Thinking that my opponent is likely trying to maintain, to regain Switch, I bait. Trying to get that shield, but they don't shield, and so I just go back-to-back Weather Ball, and they still decide to let the Blastoise go. Out comes the Trevenant, and I have a really solid answer for the Trevenant ingredient, and out comes the Machamp. Gonna go ahead and bring back that Deoxys and throw the Thunderbolt here. Get a shield. Potential payback, haven't seen the moveset yet. This is game 1. It is a Rock Slide, so I shield, lose CMP here on the Psycho Boost. That's okay. Another Rock Slide goes through. Psycho Boost does knock out. Out comes the Trevenant. Gonna go ahead and throw the Psycho Boost to try to get my Switch back and chip at it and able to bring in Ingredient. Get to a Crunch. Get a Defense Drop, and get to a Body Slam to knock out the tree. And that is GG's, able to get 2 points in Ultra League, making it 4-2. In Twilight, Pheon playing FreakyBot. Shadow Golbat into Cofagrigus. Gonna go ahead and shield what potentially could be a Psychic, but it's Dark Pulse, so gonna go ahead and bait with the Poison Fang. Gets a shield, brings in the Mawile. Gonna go ahead and no shield here, a potential Shadow Ball, but it is just a Dark Pulse. Great no shield. Gonna go get to the Play Rough, which goes unshielded. Gonna go ahead and let the Mawile go here. And bring back the Bat to get a little bit more energy. And let's see what's in the back here. Bringing back in the Cofagrigus. Gonna go ahead and throw the Shadow Ball. It is unshielded this time, and it's a Beedrill in the back. Looks like a little bit of stutter lag, but gets to the Poison Fang. Gets a shield, brings in the Swilus. Gonna go ahead and no shield this first one, and try to Dragon Breath this thing down. Shield up the X Scissor. And able to Dragon Breath down, and Pheon got us 3 points, making it 7-2. In Comet, Motiks against MrKnollitall. Obstagoon. Out comes the Talonflame. Bring in the Mew. Shields a Flame Charge. Gets to a Surf here. Goes unshielded. Gonna go ahead and shield again and Shadow Claw down. Down shield here. See if we can get some shields back. Out comes the Marowak. Gets to a Surf. Goes unshielded, gets to a second Surf. Finally gets a shield. Brings in the Vigoroth. Out comes the opposing Vigoroth. Gets to a Body Slam. Gets to another one. And gets the final shield. Sneaks a counter through. Body Slam, not quite enough to KO. Simultaneous KO. Gonna go ahead and bring in the Obstagoon for the Night/Win. And Motiks able to get us a point, making it 8-3. Or 8-4, excuse me. In the other Twilight, Jaysfan against Winstonthechamp. Quillfish decides to shield here. It's an Aqua Tail bait. Goes no shield this time, but it is an Ice Beam. Just barely enough to get to an Aqua Tail of his own. It brings in the Bat. Out comes the Tyranitar. Gets to a Poison Fang. But this Tyranitar is just gonna... able to get to a second Poison Fang. Doesn't do quite a lot. Catches the Aqua Tail on Ninetales, which is running Charm, which is going to make it difficult for the Jellicent here. Gets the Shadow Ball. Goes unshielded, but gonna have to shield here. But let's go. It's a Psyshock. Nothing you can do there. That's GG. Jaysfan swept, bringing the score 8-7. In Comet, Rhyblet against Dragon Silk, bringing in the Cresselia against Vigoroth here. Goes Moonblast. Gets the attack drop and gets to another Moonblast. Bit of a delay here in the feed, but out comes the opposing Cresselia. Looks like the Vigoroth had left there, so it brings in the Magcargo. Trying to build up quite a bit of energy here. Lets these Grass Knots through. Gets to a Stone Edge. Not quite enough to KO. Trying to Incinerate down. Goes ahead and shields this Grass Knot. Out comes the Vigoroth. Decides to shield this one as well. And gets the Body Slam on the Cresselia. They throw before the Cresselia can get to another move. And brings in Volt Switch Mew, try to Volt Switch this thing down. They do get to a Body Slam. Able to Volt Switch down. And out comes the Raichu. It looks like they were trying to get the move onto the Cresselia, but Rhyblet able to Volt Switch down the Cresselia, gets to 2 moves here. Gets the final shield, has the move loaded on the Magcargo, gets to the Overheat, and that is GG. Rhyblet got us 2 points, making the score 10 to 8, and meaning Ben needed to just get us 1 point to seal the bout. Azumarill into Skarmory, gets to an Ice Beam here. Gonna go ahead and no shield, it is just a Sky Attack. Throws the Ice Beam. Gets to a second one. And decides to let that Sky Attack through. Loses CMP. And lets the Azu go. Gonna bring in the A9. Powder Snow it down. Out comes the G-Fisk. Plenty of energy though to play this match out with the Weather Balls. Lets a Rock Slide through. Gonna go ahead and shield this one. And has that Drapion in the back, so really wants to get this G-Fisk out of the way. Gets to another Weather Ball. And the G-Fisk goes, and it is Azu in the back for the Drapion with a shield, down a shield. Gonna go ahead and go straight Sludge. Gonna go ahead and shield. It is a Hydro Pump, so that's a big shield. Gets to almost back to back here, and should be able to get to another one before the Azu gets to a finishing move. And Ben was able to get us that very important point. Just barely getting to the Weather Ball there before getting bubbled down. It makes the final score 11 to 10, which means that for Bout 7 we need to win to guarantee instant promotion and avoid the promotion bout. So we'll catch you next week. Thank you for watching.
Here comes Wing Attack, here comes Wing